Mother. Sugandhin pushtivardhanam urvarupnan vityurmukshi mamrata. Trambakhamijamahe Sugandhin pushtivardhanam urvarupnan vityurmukshi mamrata. Sugandhin pushtivardhanam urvarupnan vityurmukshi mamrata. This mantra is called the Mahamrityunjay mantra. It is the healing mantra, the main healing mantra from the Vedas, and it was shared by Shiva. So it calls out to the knower of the past, present, and future. Shiva has the God with the third eye. He is the sponsor God, showing the face of God that is infinity of love and service to others. He is blue in colors because he took the poison that came up when the demons were working with gods. He is the God of gods. And all gods are equally powerful keys. Buddha, if you want to focus on Buddha, focus on Buddha. If you want to focus on Allah, focus on Allah. Shiva, Jesus, Marina, they are all faces, different faces of the same God, representing different parameters. Jesus represents the ability to self-sacrifice yourself for others. He hung on a cross for others so that the society in which we are gets created. Mary gave up the love of his life, his 33-year-old son, for humanity. All the 12 apostles had horrible deaths, but they died for others. Similarly, Shiva took poison to save the creation, and that is why he became blue. So we are going to be using the Mahamrityunjay mantra used by Shiva for enlightenment. Now, in this world, millions of people use this mantra, prayers, and they don't get anywhere. They do not get anywhere near enlightenment. In fact, someone will take a prayer or a mantra and start saying, my mantra is. Some people can start having ego trips. My mantra is better than your Allah or Om Mani Padme Hum or whatever. And that means that you just have gone in the other direction. Instead of enlightenment, you have become de-enlightened because you are putting down someone else. Based on what? Some sound that you are producing? No. Enlightenment means, and it is the same as the mystic energy of Kundalini, for the hidden snake energy located in the sexual chakra to go up. It means the ability to unconditionally love everything and everyone. And not first you start with unconditionally loving everything and everyone. And then you have to unconditionally love everything that has happened, is happening, will happen in your unconditional love. Not only for the people. Divorce, unconditional love. And I'm also a part of it. I'm not above it. I had a marriage of 35 years. And I try to see my situation as also as unconditional love, freedom. So these are not theoretical teachings over out here. I can only share what I feel and what I'm really sure that I know. So most of the world is doing some sort of a prayer. This a few days back, someone invited me, and I had to drive a long way. And then when I reached the place, instead of enlightenment or freedom from depression or from some block, which is what I usually do, it suddenly went into a spirit. Tarun, I'm going to be asking for something more. Okay, I'm going to be asking for a couple of $1 million. Well, that's between you and God. I'm not there. And if I had such a technique, then wouldn't I be implementing it on myself? But okay, you don't really, if someone is talking with the God or wants to talk with God about some particular topic, that's up to them. That's not up to us. We can ensure via a representation of our own heart, which is always smiling, no matter what has happened, is happening, will happen. That is what spirituality, that is what enlightenment, that your heart is like serving others, no matter what is happening, has happened, will happen in your life. You are calm as Shiva behind you, with the third eye, and there is a very subtle smile in your heart. So Om Namo Shivaya is the short form of Om Triambakam Yadamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvaruknan Viter Mukshe Mamrata. It is the healing mantra of prayer to Shiva, offering and asking us to be taken beyond the illusion of death. Because there is no real death. The spirit jumps from one body to another, from one creation to another, from one God's creation to another God's creation. It is infinity of lives, infinity of possibilities. And in this infinity, the only thing that is finite is our thinking. Tomorrow, if we wake up and we have the old thinking process in which we are not able to see everything that has happened, is happening, will happen in our lives as being perfect, as full of grace of God, and as a present, no matter what, it can be a divorce, it can be a loss of $1 million, it can be loss of anything. Everything is perfect. Everything is grace of God, the universe, the creator, whatever name you want to call it. God in its totality, we cannot even define, just like fish cannot define what the ocean is. Different parameters of different. We are all like flowers. We do know that there is a garden. For 100%, we know that there is a garden because there is water and we are growing. None of us is not growing. Even if the body is growing, the spirit is always growing. So we are always nurtured. That nurturer, we cannot see. We are flowers. How do we know that? We know that the gardener is watering us. That's why we are alive. But whether the gardener's wife has run away or not run away, we don't know. We are flowers. We can say, oh, the day I see the sun, I see that there's someone, and flowers cannot see. They can just feel the water. Someone has watered me, so I am alive. So I know that there is a gardener. But what is the gardener's mood? What is the gardener doing? We have to have faith that it is total love. Total, unconditional, pristine, pure, 110% love. Nothing else. Nothing else will even make sense to you. Do you think God is money? People are living and dying for it. Intuitively, you'll say no. Yes, people are dying for it. Living all their time, spending all their time on the planet on making money, because money is the biggest illusionary force that creates this. If you have me, you will have everything. But if that was the case, there are so many billionaires, they will still be dying. They still have one of the billionaires, Bezos or someone, just divorced, and Elon Musk just did something. They're all unhappy but very comfortable. And people think that they know a lot. Elon Musk did a website, got lucky, then thought of it that, okay, he sponsored the electrical car, which is actually a big toy, saves on energy, good for him and good for humanity. But it's a toy. And people are hooked into toys. So good, Good, good. And it seems to be what is right now fashionable to be like ecologically, it seems to be ecologically better. Okay. But these people are not so smart. Just because they made a lot of money, they got hit on the head by electricity with money, doesn't mean that they are smart. We are looking to them as gods because they made a lot of money. They were punished with a lot of money. No. The smartest people giving, sacrificing unconditionally, not looking for nothing. Well, that's my role model. Was Jesus looking, I'm going to be famous when going to the cross? He didn't even want the cross. He had wanted to avoid it. But he understood that mankind needs a sacrifice. And not only him, but all his apostles sacrificed. All of them had horrible deaths. All 12 of them, including Judas. Horrible death. But they saved humanity because they gave the New Testament. The Old Testament is all eye for an eye, full of violence. The New Testament is full of love. Our current society is based on the concepts of love. Love thy neighbor. Otherwise, it was all fighting and taking revenge. The Old Testament is full of symbolical but primitive stories. The New Testament is full of love and service and healing. A lot of healing in the New Testament, which Jesus does. So, to be enlightened, we need to understand that enlightenment is unconditional love for everything, everyone, and then for every incident, every second that you have been on this planet, you have to be seeing the grace of the gardener in that. If the gardener, este sadovnik, ni nalilbi vadetu, mini держали поэтому садовники есть, но мы как цветочки не можем понимать. Никогда не поймем. Цветочки не могут понимать или даже урубиться в состоянии, или что толкает этого садовника. We can never understand the framework of the gardener, of what his or her thoughts are. So, enlightenment is unconditional love for everything, everyone, including once more, or everything that has happened in your life, is happening, will happen, no matter what it looks like. That is total enlightenment. With the thought of service. Now, a lot of people in the spiritual world are trying to get into it that I will pray and I'll make money. Some learn some technique and just start selling the technique. Okay, it works. For some people, it might be working. And that's what they need. But the moment money transaction comes into focus, it becomes sort of tainted because now the teacher is someone who has to take you away from the illusion of the world in which money matters. So he has to be in part of the world in which money is nothing. Only self-sacrifice is everything. That is the main currency. However, he's charging you money, so how can that be? That means he's connected to this world also. While a teacher, the spiritual teacher, has to take you away from this. For him, the currency of this world is nothing. But if he's charging, then the process becomes sort of shaky, but some people need even that shakiness is okay. Once more, enlightenment is unconditional love for everything, everyone, and every incident, past, present, and future. You have to love it and see grace of God using your willpower if you have to. A lot of people, millions of people are praying, but most of them end up praying for some special power to look better or for something. I will have more money, like the person who called me, and then suddenly it became, let's pray for money. We pray for the abundance of spiritual wealth, which is available to everyone and everyone seen and unseen. Spiritual wealth is available to everyone, whether they are in a third world country, whether they are in the most developed country, whether they are anywhere on the planet, that spiritual abundance is available. And what is it based on? Spiritual abundance is based on a very simple truth. And a lot of times books like Secret, etc., try to use it to make money. Also okay. Closing eyes. Closing eyes. Feel the blessings of Shiva flowing through you. First of all, we say homage to Shiva. Thank you for sharing this knowledge with me, and see this knowledge as a special force, as a special individual with a personality. See the mantra as a person that you are asking, come into my heart and awaken my heart. Come into my heart, awaken my heart. It's not a sound, it's an intent. It's a force that you're inviting to your heart so that you change. And what is the change to go towards enlightenment? I gave you the end result that you have to love everything and everyone. The means is to say, oh Lord, I have enough. I do not need anything from you. Except you. I have you. I have your name in my heart. I have the name of Shiva, Jesus, Buddha, Mother Mary. I have the name of my loved one in my heart. I don't need anything from this planet. I don't need love. I don't need sex. I don't need reputation. I don't need money, which seems to be a combination illusion of everything. I just am satisfied with your name, the power of your name. My heart. Like a loved one doesn't want anything. You offer to the crazed loved one anything. Because I only want only one back. I had a lady who was very beautiful, and she could have anything and everyone on the planet. And I said, why are you so depressed? And she said, I want love. I said, you are young and very good looking. You can have anyone on the planet. And she started crying, no, I only want Mr. Dima. Tolka Dima iso, bolshini kabo. So pray. She had so many opportunities to see God anything, in everywhere. And she only hooked on, for various reasons of the past, only Tolka Dima. And Dima had gone off with Natasha, and that was that. Dima had left with another girl. And this girl was now in a suicidal rage. Not only rage at yourself, at everyone. And when we have rage and anger at anyone, it is rage at God. And raging at God is rage at yourself. So it becomes self-demeaning. When we ask, I only want this. The universe has given us everything, including the ability to say the name of the God we love in us. And that one thing will erase out all your desires. And the moment we are desireless, we get everything that we need for our spiritual growth. It can be the money that is missing. It can be the relationship that is missing. It can be anything that is stopping you from being a complete angel, servant of the Lord, who sees God in everything and everyone that you have, and sees the hand of grace of God in everything that you think you need and you don't have. It can be more money, it can be more relationship, it can be this, that, whatever you think you need. The mantra will place the name of God in your heart, and then your desires will vanish. And when desires will vanish, you will become enlightened in a second. Heavy words, but the name of God is all powerful. And the key to that is not use it as a sound. The key to that is not to use it as a sound. I'm going to change that. The key is not to use that as a sound. The key is to invite the name of the Lord, focusing on the third eye. Breathe in. Oh. Namo. Let the energy drop to your heart, creating a church of joy, a temple of love. That is the true you. Sending love, light, and laughter to anything and everyone that has made you feel small. Izlucha lubbi, om vdok, через третий глаз, или через макушку. Om, you are taking in the air energy from the third eye or from the crown. Namo, it is hitting your heart, you're creating. We создает экран любви в сердце. Это ее естественное положение. Шивай благословит всеки всего. Шивай всеки всего, blessing everything and everyone from your heart that has made you feel small. Все, что ограничил вас и вам давать ощущаться мелким. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Now feel in your heart the presence of Archangel Michael, Buddha, Shiva, Jesus, Mother Mary, Allah, whichever form of God you love, crystallize, make that heart totally, make that image in your heart three-dimensional and shining and in the deepest part of your heart. Om Namo Shivaya. Feel the grace of the Lord as an energy flowing through you, creating a church in your heart. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. As you become a conductor, an instrument of the universe, first feel your body. Just scan the body through which this energy is flowing. Your body is very subtle energy in which there are thoughts that you think are you. Ваша тело просто такой тонкая энергия, в котором вы ощущаете мысли. Om Namo Shivaya. Now feel the energy of the mantra flowing through you. Om Namo Shivaya. Now know that this mantra energy flowing through you is infinity of love. This energy is you, and the body through which it is flowing is just your instrument. It's not you. So you need a leap in faith. Om Namo Shivaya. This vibration of Om Namo Shivaya flowing through you is the true you. Om Namo Shivaya. Flowing through your heart, it removes all your desires and needs. You're perfect. You do not need anything from the world except to have the name of the God and the image of God in your heart. Вы совершенны, вам от этого мира ничего не нужно. Кроме имя и имени Бога во своем сердце. Om Namo Shivaya. Breathe in. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Blasting from your heart everything and everyone with full gratitude to the Creator for your beautiful, wonderful experience of life. Om Namo Shivaya. Asking of the universe, first of all, declaring, I do not need anything from the universe except the name of God in my heart. Declare that. Om Namo Shivaya. Now add, however, to fulfill my role as a spiritual force, fulfill my role as a spiritual host. Mnie odcelenie ничего не нужен, но чтобы исполнить свою роль в Вселенной и служить всем, мне нужна поддержка. I need help in spreading love, light, and laughter. Unconditional. I do not need anything from no name, no reputation, no ego kick, no money, nothing I need. But I need this chance to serve others and the tools to help myself spiritually and help others. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo. See in your mind's eye a golden light giving you whatever you want. You need rather, you don't want anything. Визелюрете золотой свет, который дает вам как подарок то, что вам необходимо для вашего духовного роста, бесконечности, служения. See the golden light presenting you and blessing you with non-desiredness, with non-desirelessness. Благословит вас со желанием, что у вас не будут никаких желаний, и со всеми инструментами поддержки в материальном мире, которые вам необходимы для исполнения своей роли, чтобы служить другим безусловно, бесконечно, безупречно. See yourself as being gifted by the golden light with this opportunity to serve unconditionally, perfectly, to play your part on this planet as a mother, as a friend, as a citizen, whatever you need for your spiritual growth and to play the role that you have selected will be given to you. Om Namo Shivaya. And in return, you have to pay something. You have to do something in return. You will enshrine the favorite form of God in your heart. You will cement the image of God in your heart. Ви будете цементировать любимый образ, иметь Бога во своем сердце. И будете употреблять любую молитву, которая будет проходить через вас, очищая вас, и вы будете понимать, что вы это вибрации и энергии этой молитвы вы не тело. Это наоборот. You have to see the image. You have to fix the image of God in your heart. And feel the prayer energy flowing through you continually. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Triambakam Yajamani. Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam. Urva Ruknan Bhaiter Mokshem Amratat. Om Shanti 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 Shanti. Om Bhurvusah. Tat Saviturvarenyam. Bhargo Devasya Dhimam. Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Fully satisfied with your life. You feel the power of the teaching of the next mantra. Om Purnamadi Purnamade Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Veshishyate. The mantra says, to the perfection of the universe. You cannot add anything, subtract anything. Perfection is always perfection. Perfection is always whole, and the hint is that the perfection is your life, which was, is, and will be. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Seeing the perfection of your life, past, present, and future, all your desires for small things from the planet fall away. Принимая желание отпадают, принимая молитву Purnamadi, Purnamadi, Purnat Purnamadachyate. It's a mantra of perfection of your life. In perfection, you can't add, you can't take away. Purnamadam, Purnamadi, Purnat Purnamadachyate. Purnasya Purnameda, Purnameva Veshishyate. Om Shanti, 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 Shanti. Om Shanti, 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 Shanti. Om Shanti, 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 Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti. Om Triambakam Yajami. Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam. Urvaruknam Nityaram Srimam. Om Shanti, Shanti. See the golden light in your heart spreading to your kidneys so that there is no fear. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. See the golden light from your heart healing your liver so that there is no anger that why you didn't have something. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. See the golden light in your head where all the thoughts that, oh, someone has more, someone has less are removed and you see the perfection of your life. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. See your heart as a temple of God, giving to others, not taking anything. Only giving and shining light on others. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Use the mantra Om Namo Shivaya continually, affixing God in the center of your heart, declaring to the universe, you don't need anything because your life is perfect. But if you lack some support to be more spiritual, to be more of a giver, or something you need to fulfill your role, your obligations on the planet, you can ask for it. Within 3 weeks of practicing this repeatedly, every morning and every evening, a temple in your heart, and seeing that the Lord as golden light is blessing you with it, you will have the result that you seek. Or you will understand the universe will change and let you know whether you need it, or will show you that you really don't need it, you have everything. But it will happen. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. The universe is nothing but you, extension of you. It will react. It will give you the answer you seek. Just be open to accept any answer. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya.